cool, not cheating, no problem. This idea of Miyazaki actually seemed weird to Toshio Suzuki, so he kind of made fun of it. That pissed Miyazaki off. This episode was revealed in the Nico Nico live show. I think you could still see the video. It was back in 2012. And the show was a three-man discussion among Mamoru Oshii, Toshio Suzuki, and Kawakami. I'll tell you what happened. Oshii shared an episode where he asked Suzuki, "So where did the pig go in the end?" And Suzuki replied, "To his wife. Where else?" And Oshii was like, "True." Oshii wanted to confirm that Porco went back to his wife in the end. So he asked, "You said he went to his wife, right?" And Suzuki stopped him saying, "I don't want to talk about it." However, Oshii wouldn't let it go and further questioned Suzuki saying, "Hey, that's what you told me." Then Suzuki reluctantly admitted saying, "Yes, I did, but it's something that kind of made Miyazaki upset." Then Oshii asked, "Porco the pig is Miyazaki, right?" When he takes off that pig mask, Miyazaki appears. Am I right? I know I'm right. So Suzuki decided to finally tell the story. Suzuki confessed that he let his guard down and rather insensitively proposed how the movie should end. Porco returns to his hideout in the end. This is the model of his hideout. Here you see the entrance to the hideout. This one. Right here. This hideout has a back door. And there is a passage leading away from here. So he walks down the path and there is his home. So he has a home on the island. He lives there with his wife. And when he enters it, his wife yells at him, "Hey, why didn't you take out the trash?" The end. He proposed this to Miyazaki and he thought that would crack him up. But he was wrong. Not even a smile. That's what happened. I'll turn this back. Here. So, what the producer, Toshio Suzuki, thought, what he had in his mind? Well, the producer, Suzuki, thought that Porco takes the lunchbox his wife made and goes out to hunt the pirates every day. Then he has dinner at Gina's. And he enjoys a platonic romance with a girl like Fio. If you think that's a cool attitude of middle-aged office workers in Japan, why don't we make the ending relatable to this target audience? I mean, come on. You are the one who brings a lunchbox your wife made every day and flirt like crazy with Sankichi in your workplace. That's what he insinuated and made Miyazaki really upset. Miyazaki even refused to reply to him. This is why he didn't want to talk about it and why he wanted Oshii to shut up. Well, Hayao Miyazaki does not always have a clear view on how he wants to make his films. I mean, like when he was making Princess Mononoke. He said if he knew what he wanted to make and why, he'd just say it in words. Once he knows, there's no point in turning it into a film. He doesn't know, so he makes a movie and puts so much effort into it. And his idea is that if he can come to the level where he is making the film not for himself, but just for the movie, that's where he gets his movie. That's why he first made this scene. This one. Miyazaki first made this scene. The ending depicting Porco still wants to look cool to the ladies. The scene was shown in the JAL in-flight version, but was deleted to be not shown in theaters. He did not make a scene about Porco being with Gina, but made the scene one where Porco is still flying, so he can hold back this original idea. So as the ending of the movie, this version is perfect. Porco is still flying. This is what you see now on the DVD. You see it in the broadcasted version, and this version is the perfect ending. If he went with this one, This idea for the ending? You know the magazine Leon? It focuses on men looking cool in their 40s and older, like Panzetta Girolamo. And the movie would be like that. If they went with this ending, many women would have hated it. That's why I think they made a great decision to go with this version. So the answer to the question, what happened between Porco and Gina from the previous lecture? My answer is that Porco decided to be with Gina, but he still goes to his hideout. There is the latest model of Savoia. He keeps his old one docked at Gina's place and hides the latest model in his hideout. Every day he commutes to his hideout and flies in the sky and flirts with girls. That's their story. My answer to the question. Porco Rosso is a kind of person who has to be free. Or maybe there is a better expression. He has to fly, and he has to fly alone. That's the kind of person Miyazaki is. He has a private office called Nibariki, separate from Ghibli. He commutes there every day, although he doesn't have to. He just goes there, opens the curtain, and eats the lunch his wife made. And then he goes to Ghibli to work. So he is just this unchained guy. But I have to remind you that Isao Takahata enjoyed an even higher level of freedom. So I guess that's how we should see that old man. And that's what it is to see Porco Rosso again when you grow up. Appreciate the middle-aged men mentality. So that's one way of watching Porco Rosso, embracing the middle-aged men mentality. It's quite true to life for him to keep his old model docked at his old lady's place. He is maybe showing off a bit too much. It really surprised me. Hideaki Anno, after seeing Porco Rosso, said, "So Miyazaki finally decided to go the full Monty," and further went on saying, "I appreciate his courage despite the size of his equipment." That is one harsh comment made by Anno. Well, it's a fundamental question when making autobiographical novels, how much you are willing to expose. So that was my answer to what happened between the two. Let's move on.